Oh, you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to say back about this?
Yeah, I have a question. What do you think love
Hmm. Love. There is a quote. How does it go? Because there's so many types of love. There's friend love. There's joy in loving the moment of things. There's what we hear about as unconditional love, which is what people think of their parents have for them. Means unconditional. You can do anything and I'll still love you the same. That one's tricky because you and I are not transactional. You have already scarred my body for life, and I'm still holding space for these kind of conversations. So I would say that's pretty much unconditional. The quote goes something like, it's by Hafiz, and it's, the sun never says to the earth, you owe me for shining this bright, something like that. It never says you owe me. It just does. It just does out of the goodness of doing, because it wants to do what it's supposed to do relationally. Without begging, without asking, without making it equalized. Like, you did this, now I owe this. No, because that's transactional. It's like within harmony, within energy, the two parts both exist. And they're not competing. I'll show you that exact quote in the morning. But it's something like that. And so I think that's what I think of love. Why do you ask?
I just want to know. I just don't think it's real.
I think people from tough beginnings have a hard time believing anything but transaction can exist. And that's where you keep showing up, but you also have to have healthy boundaries for yourself, because you can't let someone keep hurting you. Love does not look that way. You know that mantra, someone who loves you doesn't hurt you? And you can give yourself a hug and rock your body when you say it, but you need to get it in your system. Because I hope someday when you meet the woman who did abuse you, that you've been holding hope for, I hope you can get to know her and about her life the way that you have questions, but also have space for yourself, as in, like, I'm not going to let you hurt me again. Right? Because I love you. And even with all this other stuff, I don't want to see someone hurting you. The same way I don't want to see you hurting yourself. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when that day comes, when you go and meet her and ask questions or whatever you have, like, I'll be supportive because I'm your mom and I should be supportive. I'm also going to be a little apprehensive because, like, this person hurt my kid, right?
So, like, how did you, like, figure out love was real?
A couple of things. One, Penelope. Actually, three things. Penelope. Because she's so loving and protecting all the time. Two, my brain could have turned out more like yours if Grandpa Scott hadn't been in my life those first 3 years. Because my biological mom was ASPD. She did not experience empathy. So if I believed that the whole world was like that, then I might have gotten to a place of, well, there's no point. and I didn't. And also, Dalton, being, you have to ask yourself, like, what does this person get out of something, right? I know that you assess things like that. But he's not getting anything out of this. He just shows up. For you guys, for myself. And so I try to think, like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, this takes a lot of energy and a lot of finances to deal with the crimes and everything else. But for some reason, he still shows up. So it's got to be love, right? It's got to be loving. But when someone is showing you love, you have to think, like, is it costing them mentally and physically? In the sense that maybe I should tune down my behaviors and try to recognize that this is a whole separate person from me. So the same way that I feel about things, they also exist. Yeah?
Yeah.
What is it? Say.
So,
This whole conversation is about you and for you, so.
I just don't understand how I'm supposed to feel love when I don't feel that emotion for anyone or anyone to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is where it would be super helpful to have someone whose brain works that way to help say how they navigate things. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was that, I can't think of her, Ed Gagney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying about not having certain feelings, but also wanting her son to feel safe and still having a focus of her son. So maybe we can refer back to that until we find more people. But I certainly hope we're able to find people who share your neurotype and can give insight. And like, police came today and they just gave a warning. Were you expecting that?
I was expecting to go to jail.
I don't think you would
Like,
as a
not
child,
go to jail, but like go take them there. You know how they do shock warnings, like.
Oh, make it seem scary, so you do better, yeah. Yeah, it's just wild to me that really, when we call police, it's just warnings on warnings. And to access a greater level of help sometimes feels difficult, doesn't it? Especially when you outsmart your therapist. Did you like the last therapist, though? Like, she was pretty spot on? Yeah, maybe we can try to video with her. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Or someone like her who's proficient. Okay. You brush your teeth?
Yeah.
You oiled your hair?
Yeah.
Be for real.
I did oil my hair, and I had but I oiled my hair because I didn't do this morning, but I just need to do it in the morning.
Okay, you brush teeth?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready for bed?
Okay, copy.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?